We're back from commercial break, part two. We're going to week 3 picks after the recap. Ironically, a certain company was being led to think they should sponsor this, whatever this is. And then I'm sure it's off the table now, like pointed towards a person, an owner in the NFL being prejudiced. But I didn't. I said he wasn't. And an entire state. But that was just facts. I was just pointing out historical facts that the KKK was created in Indianapolis. It doesn't mean anything. I don't know, like Disney was created in California. It doesn't mean anything. I'm just saying things. Paper towel was created in Finland. I don't know if either of those are true. So, week 1 picks, let's go. Pittsburgh, Cleveland. Again, Cleveland favored 5.5. The running game's great. Their team is a really nice team. Pittsburgh has a great defense. Their team is kind of awful, but I still am not ever letting Cleveland be 5.5 point favorites with, what's his name at quarterback? Jacoby. It's just, I'm taking Pittsburgh. I'm sorry. Baltimore, New England. New England's plus 5.5, plus 3.5. Baltimore. I think Baltimore should have crushed Miami, and New England is worse than Miami. So I think Baltimore by 7. So they're gonna cover the points. Go with them. Miami, Buffalo. I can't. But Miami is plus 5.5. I just wish Miami was like just plus 1. So then it's like now they've got this whole nobody believes in us after we crush this one team, and like Tua was gonna get benched in the first half. He was god awful, absolutely terrible, and he is not that great. This one, that's a tough. Buffalo's crazy good. Stay away. Just enjoy that one for what it is and hope Tua loses with me, or else I'll never hear the end of it. Cincinnati, New York. New York Jets plus 4.5. Take the Jets. Flacco threw 4 touchdowns. They can run the ball. I said Juice Gardner, Sauce Gardner. I also said Jared Allen instead of Josh Allen. Vikings thing, whatever. Yeah, there's a lot I have to think about while I'm just shooting this in one edit, so don't sear me too much. Sauce Gardner. You want to know the difference between the juice and the sauce? My friend Anthony Stone always teaches the juice and the sauce. The juice is in your fridge. You know, it's good. It's whatever flavor. But after a while it goes bad. But the sauce, ketchup, mayonnaise, mustard, the sauce lasts forever. I'm sure I butchered that a little bit. He says it a lot better, but anyway, shout out Anthony Stone. Got married some time ago. Detroit, Minnesota. Here we go. Like I said, never follow whatever I say about the Vikings, but they're favored by 6.5 points. Detroit is frisky. I say go Detroit. Take the points. Never, like, Kirk Cousins needing 6.5 points to win. He's can't do it. Now I'm going to be wrong again. The Vikings watch are going to win by whatever. Like, I never listen to me about 2 things. Over-unders, because I don't think, this isn't even hyperbole. I don't think I've ever won an over-under in my entire life. Not one. So never listen to that. And never listen to what I say about the Vikings, because I think the Vikings are not going to cover the points, but watch, they'll just crush Detroit. Chicago, Houston. Oh, what a game of ugly teams. 2.5 favorites, Chicago. Who knows? They're both terrible. Who's more terrible? Chicago's at home. Maybe the weather's bad. They can run the ball okay. Their defense they're both terrible. I think I'm just going to ride Houston because I've been saying ride Houston. But again, I would stay away from that one because, again, you don't want to bet on, I do like Justin Fields, but he's got no help. And you don't want to bet on Millsy cakes, unless he's got like plus 10 points. And last week you bet for him. But in this case, I don't know. Colts, Kansas City. I think I beat this to death. Kansas City blows out the Colts. The cover is 6.5 points. Should I go into what I think about Indianapolis anymore? No? Okay. Las Vegas, Tennessee. Vegas. Tennessee How did they regress so bad? Am I missing something? Did I miss some sort of news or injury updates, something like that? I'm going Vegas to cover. New Orleans, Carolina. Jameis Winston has 4 broken bones in his back. That can't be good. I'm not like a nutritionist, but surely that's not going to be what gets you to the next level. Tuna. Why is it? It's just a battle of terrible. This is the worst games. The last week was an incredible game. So again, I can't be faulted for any mess ups last week because that shit was crazy. That was the wildest week 2 ever. Someone said it was the best week 2 ever as well, with all the comebacks. So I can't be faulted too much. Anyways, Carolina. Sure. Also, it depends if Kamara's in. That's a big swing. So figure that out. Philadelphia, Washington. Washington's plus 6.5. Philadelphia looks unstoppable. I'm gonna say Philadelphia crushes them. Jacksonville, Chargers. Chargers are minus 7.5 point favorites. That's a tough one. Jacksonville, I said, is frisky, but let's not get carried away because the Chargers have an unreal team. They've also had a bit of a longer rest. We're going with the Chargers. Seattle, Atlanta. Again, it is all terrible teams play each other this week. How interesting. Seattle. I think Seattle. Atlanta's not good. Seattle's not good either. Seattle actually might be the worst team in the league. So I don't know why I would take them. But they're at home. They bounce back. I think they can run the ball. They're not good. Stay away. Always, this is the year of stay away from shitty quarterbacks and teams. So, I don't even mean that. Marcus Mariota seems like a nice guy. And Geno Smith seems nice as well. I like both of them. They're not shitty quarterbacks. They're not as good as other quarterbacks. So I apologize, guys, if you're watching. Tampa Bay, Green Bay. Oh, wow. This is ultimate I don't know what to bet, so don't. 2.5 point favorites, Tampa Bay. I'm going Tampa Bay. They're winning the game. 2.5 point favorites. Yeah, that's happening. Green Bay's team isn't that good. Oh, but Tampa Bay. Oh, I go back. Tampa is missing everyone on their team. They're going to have no wide receivers. Green Bay. All right, I'm going the Packers. Switch. We're going the Packers. If Tampa Bay had any wide receivers, then okay, but they literally are missing Godwin. Evans now suspended. And I feel like they're missing someone else as well. Oh, Julio is also out. So, all right, we're going back to Green Bay. So now Tampa has just as bad wide receivers ever. And Green Bay may get Lazard back. So if that happens, a lot can happen between then and now. So we'll update some locks of the week towards the end of the week. I just need to get the recap off my chest, to be honest. So that's why we're doing picks so early. Rams, Arizona. Arizona's plus 3.5. They are still not good. We're going Rams all the way. Arizona should have gotten blown out. Cliff should have been on the hot seat already. That was bad. Thank God Kyler just did the most crazy shit you've ever seen in your life. Or else there was going to be some mass firings sooner than later. I'm sorry, Cliff, if you're watching. I think you're a nice guy. Denver, San Francisco. Denver's plus 1.5, San Francisco. Now, San Francisco's going to be in the NFC Championship game because the NFC is absolutely god-awful. And Denver, Russ isn't cooking anything, as we said. He's got cereal and dairy milk. Not even oat milk or almond milk because he's the shits. You're lactose intolerant and he's giving you cereal with whole milk too. Not even 2%, not 1.5 skim. No, definitely not skim. It's giving you whole milk. And you're in the airport and you're running to the bathroom. San Francisco by 1.5. Lock it in. Cowboys, Giants. Giants are 2.5 point favorites. So what world do we live in where the Giants are favored in anything? But the Cowboys are equally as bad. Micah Parsons is really good. Whew. That's a Monday nighter too. Weird stuff happens on Monday night aside from last night where the things happen as they said they would happen. So I guess not always weird things. We're going to go with Giants. I think the Giants are kind of like Houston, where everyone thinks they're really bad, but they are still bad, but not that bad. And Dallas has all their money in like 3 players. So that's almost like the Vikings. Like we've got all our money in our running back and one of the worst quarterbacks in the history of starting for 9-year quarterbacks. Costing all their team money so they can't sign anyone and continuously lose. Continuously let down their fans, so much so that their fans don't even care anymore because there's just no point. He's made any fan helpless and not care about watching their team anymore. That's what you've done, Kirk Cousins. And I'm not sorry. I was sorry to Cliff. I was sorry to Gino and someone else. But you, Kirk Cousins. You. If your family's watching, I apologize. You seem like a nice guy.